Welcome. You are here because you're brilliant at what you do, but you may feel stress and self-doubt or undervaluing is costing you opportunities. Today isn't about adding more hustle. It's about learning how to reset under pressure and rewire and then rise with calm premium authority. By teaching you how to master your emotional resilience, stopping stress from sabotaging your business, and turning your expertise into a premium offer built on calm authority. How many of you are doing everything right? But stress or self-doubt is holding the steering wheel of your business, and then you experience burnout. You've done everything right, built a business, followed the strategies, checked all the boxes, and yet some days still feel like emotional quicksand. That's not failure. That's your nervous system protecting you. You're smart. You've got strategy. You've got heart. But why does it feel still stuck? Isn't about more tips or mindset hacks. It's about emotional power. It isn't a mindset hack, not more hustle, not more content, but the ability to reset under pressure and rise with calm authority. I used to believe that burnout was just the price of ambition until one day at 2 a.m. I sat in front of my laptop with tears running down my face. I realized that success was costing me myself. We're taught that hustle means progress and perfection means success. But here's the truth. Hustle creates disconnection. Perfection creates paralysis. It isn't about working harder. It's about rewiring the system that drives your decisions. Because once you change that system, calm becomes your new competitive edge. Why is hustle not working? The real problem isn't behind stalled growth. Here's the truth. Hustle doesn't create freedom because it compounds stress. Stress hijacks your decision making. Overthinking creates paralysis, and hustle eventually leads to burnout. If working harder was the answer, wouldn't you already be where you want to be? Have you noticed this pattern? Stress isn't just feel uncomfortable, it actually hijacks your ability to clear decisions, to make those clear decisions. Overthinking spirals into paralysis, and hustle, it doesn't create freedom, it accelerates burnout. I want to share something personal with you today. My breaking point. For years, I did what I thought was what I was supposed to do, right? More certifications, more hustle, long hours. But I was still stuck, undervalued, and exhausted. The moment that broke me was realizing that I was building success on stress. That's when I shifted. That shift became the reset and ace method. The shift came the day I stopped fixing the surface and started listening to my body that has been screaming for so long. So before I was edging on burnout, I was overthinking, I was hiding in the busy, and success on the outside, but survival on the inside. I was juggling too many things, work life, family life, kids, and thought, why am I still anxious when I'm doing everything right? My breaking point came when my body said no more. Strategy wasn't a problem. My nervous system was. So I stopped outthinking fear and started to lead from safety. After that, I became clear. calm, unshakably visible, charging what my work was worth, built a business that fuels my nervous system, not fries it. So if you only walk away during this masterclass today with one thing, that's a calm, clear strategy to help you with stress quickly, to find a way to rewire your nervous system. Realize that you are offering a premium value, and finally stop trading hustle for growth. The world doesn't reward burnout. It rewards leaders that lead with calm authority. The hidden cost of stress, a cycle that I've seen over and over and over again. Overthinking that spirals late at night. Stress hijacking decisions. Hustle that leads to burnout. And the cost is real. Your health, your confidence, your income. And meanwhile, people with half your expertise are thriving. Why? Because stress isn't exhausting. It keeps you invisible. So let's start with something simple but powerful. The 60-second breath reset. Because in less than 5 minutes, you can bring your nervous system back from chaos to clarity. So close your eyes if you'd like. Sit tall, feet flat, shoulders relaxed. Place one hand on your belly and the other one on your chest. Inhale slowly through your nose to the count of 4. Feel your belly rise under your hand. Hold for a gentle pause of 2. Exhale through your mouth for the count of 8. Let your shoulders drop. Repeat the cycle 3 times. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to the count of 2 and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to the count of 2 and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to the count of 2 and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With each breath, notice the tension leaving your body. Your heart rate slows, your mind clears, and your nervous system resets. In less than 5 minutes, you've shifted from stress to calm. This is because you've just slowed your breath down and been in the present moment, focusing on that breath. Just let go of everything else. And by doing that, you've calmed your body down, and that helps you choose choices and decisions are just exactly right for your business, for that hustle without the burnout. Now, the next protocol is called the thought interrupt pattern. So, by interrupting overthinking before it spirals. The second protocol is when you have those negative thoughts that spiral and consume hours of your day. And then you go into the negative spiral, you then doubt yourself, you lose your self-confidence, and you're all in your head worried about, overthinking about things, and you're not focusing on making those right decisions for yourself, for your business, and for you to find success. So by learning to spot that trigger, applying a quick reset, you free up clarity to act and stop being frozen in doubt. It's a quick pattern breaker. Notice that stressful thought that's looping round in your mind. You know, like a negative thought, or am I good enough? Or Am I doing everything right? Or I've tried this and it's not work. I've spent so much money on my business. Something that's negative. Say to yourself, stop. Take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale fully through your mouth. Now ask yourself, is this thought a fact or a fear? If it's a fact, choose one small action you can take. If it's fear, you reframe it. So what's more helpful thought for me right now? So whenever I have a negative thought and I have had a failure, I will just think, well, I've learned from that failure. So what is one thing I can take from that failure is that I've learned what not to do. And if it's a fact, so choose an action. Choose to do something different. So I would say, instead of I failed again, I say I'm learning and progress is possible because of learning what not to do. So interrupt it, replace it, reset it, and rewire that thought. So in less than a minute, you've taken back control from that overthinking, of that worry, of that negative thought. So try this for me and then see how it works for you. It's really quick and it's really easy, but it really does work. Now, let's come to the third protocol. And it's called grounding for sharp focus. This protocol is all about grounding simple techniques to reset your focus before those high-stake moments, like whether it's a pitch or a presentation or a client call. These tools will shift you back from the negative to being present, to show your authority without that self-doubt, without that anxiety, and to show how premium you are, how much of an amazing expert you're in your field. So again, place your feet firm, flatly on the ground. Notice your weight of your body on that chair. When you press that feet firmly on the floor, feel that support. Look around. Name 3 things you can see. So I tend to name the things around me, like I've got an orchid plant, or I've got a beautiful stone on my desk that's really positive. I've got a picture just in front of my desk. Second, listen. Notice the sounds around you. It could be the bird chirping, or it could be some music in the background. It could be the noise and chatter of the kids from the next door neighbor, or, a friendly dog that's barking while playing with his toy. Finally, touch one object near you and notice its texture. After you do that, bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale slowly in and exhale fully. Your body is anchored, your mind is steady, and your focus is sharp. It's because what you've done is you've grounded yourself, you've calmed yourself completely down, and you focus on things that are around you in the present. And by doing that, you have just completely calmed before a presentation or before a client call that you're worried about. Now, many brilliant women, female entrepreneurs, stay stuck. Which one of these you recognize in yourself? And if you've tried them before, have you ever given yourself the freedom that you wanted? Not because they're traps, not because they're solutions. Like, have you been ignoring those stress signals or triggers, as I call them? I know stress is just being a part of being an entrepreneur, but what about those stress signals or those triggers, that learned behavior that you learned from to go to the negative thinking first and just feeling negative because you don't know how else you're going to find a path through. The next myth is believing hustle is progress. lots of belief. They keep doing and doing things, and they procrastinate on making those client calls, procrastinate on phoning people. More credentials don't lead to more clients. They actually lead to less clients. So more client calls, more conversations you have, the more clients you will get. Starting cheap, thinking that you can sell a cheap product and that will make it easier sales. But actually, that's not true. If you want to be seen as an expert, you have to charge what you're worth. And you have to believe in yourself and stop letting the self-doubt take over. The last one is outsourcing your future to another course or another credential. But actually, if you outsource and think something else will bring you more success, that's not true either. You have to find yourself to be authentic and real and true to yourself, and then charge what you're worth. Now, from reset to rewire, from reactive to being resilient, from overlooked to being premium. This is the real transformation. It's not about doing more. It's about shifting your reactivity to what's occurring in the market, more coaches, more courses, more people that are telling you you have to do X, Y, Z and hustle more, to being resilient. So if you reset your stress pattern, like I've taught you, in minutes, you package your expertise into this premium offer. You'll go from being overlooked or overloaded to becoming this premium entrepreneur, founder that people seek out and finally build a resilient business, feeling free from burnout. Years ago, I learned to reset. I caught myself from spiraling, overthinking, letting too many people tell me that do this, do that, and that's right. Because of that old identity, that inner critic that was sabotaging my success because I kept procrastinating, I was overthinking, I was people pleasing, and it was still running the show. Tools that calm your body work, and changing your identity will rewire your future. This is why I created the Inner CEO Rewire Accelerator. It's not a course, it's an identity transformation lab. In 3 days, you will rewire your decision patterns, clear these perfection loops, and install your inner CEO operating system. Because once the critic shuts up, calm takes over. Now, the real cost of stress, of inaction, it just costs you health and revenue and confidence. Think of it if you're not changing what you were doing before. You keep doing that same pattern over and over again. What happens if stress is running your business for another quarter, another year? You will lose energy, you will lose income, worst of all, you lose your confidence in yourself. Let me share a story of Maria. She was highly qualified. She had a degree in computer engineering, started her own IT business. She was really, really qualified at what she was doing. But she also had a PhD. But she was exhausted. She was, eating too much to overcome the stress that she was feeling in the daily grind, in the hustling. She was undercharging because she had so many doubts of her abilities and was invisible. Nobody noticed the amazing work she did. She tried, but she was unable to overcome her doubts. And many people around her gave her negative advice. They told her to try this, they told her to try that, they told her so many things, and she couldn't focus on the things that she had to, like charge what she was worth, build a successful business, make an offer to people that was invaluable because of the service she delivered. After applying the reset and the rewire, and then positioning herself as a premium, she landed her first £6,000 client in less than 30 days. Not more hustle, but with more calm. Now, I'd like to tell you that premium mindset isn't a price point. It's a nervous system state. You're letting go of that self-doubt. You're feeling as a successful person. You're embodying that success in your body like a winner. And when your body feels safe because you've reset, you've rewired, your brain makes brilliant decisions that are exactly right for you. Once you've rewired your inner CEO identity, we will use the bridge method by Dr. Katrina Thomas to turn clarity into this high ticket offer aligned with your new calm authority. But first, we reset and rewire. Now, we're here to help during the inner CEO rewire. And I'm Andrea A. Smith, a stress resilience and performance coach. I help female entrepreneurs turn their nervous system overload into a launch-ready leadership using neuroscience-based reset and ACE methods. My clients don't just manage their stress, they leverage it. With 20 plus years in performance psychology and somatic coaching, I teach coaches how to show up calm, clear, client-ready, especially under pressure. This isn't a mindset hack. It's a nervous system strategy that converts. So if stress has been hijacking your ability, your visibility, pricing and consistency, I'm here to help you reset and rewire. My co-presenter and cohort, Dr. Katrina Thomas, is an offer strategist for sensitive leaders, a business strategist of coaches who are ready to get paid what they're worth. Katrina helps service-driven coaches turn their expertise into a structured, saleable premium offer without funnels, without fluff, without burnout. Her specialty is assisting brilliant coaches from I know I can help people to here's my premium offer with a clear path to clients. With 20 plus years in innovation, entrepreneurship and marketing, Katrina brings her business clarity to most coaches. They never get this kind of support. So if you've got the skills, not the structure, she's the strategist that makes and helps you make money and find success that you deserve. Between us, we've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs reset stress patterns, reposition themselves into a premium level without funnels, burnout, or that constant firefighting. Why keep selling cheap if that keeps you trapped? So if you have 200 clients, but they're just only paying you £100, it'll lead you to burnout because you're working really, really hard. But if you have 4 clients, each of them that are paying you 5K, that's freedom. So the math shows up for you. It's not about serving everybody at a low price. This path that's serving everybody at a low price will lead to exhaustion. It's about serving fewer, better clients at a premium level. Same expertise, same effort, but radically different results. Now, Dr. Katrina Thomas will teach you her unique bridge roadmap. That will take you from an expert to a premium founder. It ensures your offer is designed with the buyer in mind, structured for results with authority, launched faster than ever with AI. So she will then teach you how to put the buyers first, how to get the results, how to get that design that's just right for your business. Design it with her craft strategy. Go to market, execute it with AI. Reset and Rewire showed you how to stop the spiral. But the inner CEO Rewire Accelerator installs that identity that would permanently keep you out of it. No more analysis paralysis, no more inner critic loops that makes you go round and round. You make decisions with calm authority. A rewired nervous system that supports your premium growth, for being an expert to being a premium female entrepreneur that will deliver the money and the success that you deserve. So what Maria said was that realization that what she could charge that's worth, it changed everything for her. That's why we built this 3-day VIP accelerator, so you can rewire faster without burnout. Apply now to transform that reactive founder to a grounded premium self. You will first, when you apply, get this 27-question pre-work debrief. It's your inner critic diagnostic tool that will find what goal you want to the problem you have with finding your path, to diagnosing what are your most dominant saboteurs or your inner critic. Like, are you a procrastinator? Are you a controller? Are you an achiever? Are you a perfectionist? Stall growth from waiting for perfect conditions. An organization trap. Constantly tweaking instead of executing. Always on syndrome. That is an inability to switch off, leading to chronic anxiety, stress, and then eventually even depression. Pinpoint where you're overthinking, avoidance, procrastination that drains your time, your energy, and your revenue, that makes you just a mediocre entrepreneur instead of a premium entrepreneur. Now, if your nervous system had a dashboard, what would be flashing red right now? What would change if decisions felt calm instead of chaotic? That's exactly what we will rewire inside the accelerator. From overthinking, procrastination, perfection paralysis, and always on stress, to inner CEO. I have the identity of calm, decisive, grounded leadership that scales sustainably without sacrificing health or family. And the main transformation for your inner CEO Rewire Accelerator is you will go from overthinking, inner critic driven, overwhelmed entrepreneur to the one that is not constantly burning energy, tweaking her systems, or second guessing your decisions and running from always on, to a grounded inner CEO identity. A woman who makes clear, confident decisions, runs her business with calm authority, scales without sacrificing her health or her family. Now, we created the Reset and Rise because entrepreneurs needed a system to stabilize fast. And for those who are ready to go deeper and to fully embody this leadership, I invite you to a private breakthrough call. It's a personal regulation map, a clarity on your next steps. We'll map out where your stress runs your business and outlining where rewiring looks like, whether it's with us or not, because the next chapter is where you rise as your inner CEO. So today you learned how your body drives your business with three quick resets and the freedom math of premium calm. You can build a thriving business, without burning out, and you can still feel safe from success. you can reset, you can rise, and then you can lead. So book your breakthrough call with me, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.